Hey, you know what it is? You know who it is. This is our man Deuce's Scoop. It is Big Dog Chico. It is your favorite auntie's favorite uncle, Uncle Neely. And what in the Halley is going on? He has done it again. Now tied with Reggie Miller, just a couple spots behind LeBron James on tying and winning games in the playoffs since '97. Let's talk about the Pacers, Haliburton, and what's next on the morning run.
What the hell? What the Hallie? What the Haliburton? Morning
Ooh,
somewhere. It's morning somewhere. This is the morning run. I'm your host, Big Dog Chico, Uncle Neely, Philip Dukes. Good morning to you. Amazing game last night. 111, 110 victory. Game 1, NBA Finals.
hey man,
Thoughts
look, let me tell you something,
and
Chico.
everything from you guys who watched the game.
Let me tell you something, Chico.
Tell me something.
There are certain people that you mention in whatever category of life or human endeavor they may be, that they're like the standard of that. And when anybody else reaches a level where they're mentioned in that same sentence, you have to take note. And when you look at since 1997, shots made in the playoffs to either tie or win the game, LeBron James 8, Reggie Miller 5, and now Haliburton 5. If you a shooter and play basketball, you don't want your name mentioned in the sentence with those two? Like what we are witnessing, what this young brother has done, particularly in this playoff series, did against Cleveland, did against New York. I mean, like, when are we just gonna acknowledge, hey, he the new Big Shot Bob, baby?
Might be. Duke.
Hey man, they so that's the flukiest team I may have ever seen, bro. Like you saw, hey, I sent you the bet I put in. I called my
Yeah.
cousin. I said, hey, cuz I don't know. He's like, man, cuz they down 13. I said, man, put that bet in. I don't know what it is about this team. And I think I mentioned it the other day. It's just something. It just, oh yeah, there you go. Boom.
And
50,
who did you
yeah.
bet with? What's
Huh?
that? What's that platform?
That's a FanDuel. My cousin in Nashville is legal up there, so he uses it. So I get him to put a
FanDuel.
bet in.
Give
But
us a
yeah, as
shout
you can
out,
see,
FanDuel.
man, I was plus 800
Mm.
with 4 minutes left in the third. Shoot, man, them $50 brought me back $450. So, like I said, man, it's some about the Pacers. It's their pace, it's their ability to compete, and they have a real sense of a never say die attitude. And I think that's what makes them attractive when it comes to the gambling, when it comes to Vegas. And really, I mean, put it like this: the way they score in bunches is what's scary. You know, OKC really had the game under control. Into the fourth quarter, it was a double-digit lead.
Yeah.
And, you get into that last, 6 minutes? And you like, oh, hell, yeah, here they go. Here they come. And you really, 1,000%, like, you got to be hot the whole game. Because once they get hot, they like it's usually game time.
Mm-hmm. Was a tale of two halves though, with the Pacers winning the second half. But let me ask you this question: did OKC choke, or did Indiana just execute down the stretch more?
No, it wasn't for me. It wasn't a choke by OKC at all. Uh, when you look at those first half stats, when you look at even when OKC was dominant in the game, in control of the game, they were shooting like 37% in doing that. It was their points off turnovers that were put in the mix. And Dukes and I talked about this, once the finals were set, which one was going to bend, which one was going to break. The aggressive defense, all game long from OKC, or the ability to score in spurts like no other team has been able to do to the Pacers. And you saw both things happen in the same game. There's just no doubt about it. From tip off and to a .03, OKC was in control of the game. But that spurt overcame a 15-point lead. Not that it was 15 in a row. There were some 6 unanswered runs there and some 4-point runs to OKC to keep it. But once you got down to about that 30-second mark and SGA missed that little floater, mid-range floater, you knew mathematically, well, if they go back the other way, they're in this thing, because it was around a 5-point game then. And you just knew, man, when they had the ball last and you're down within the margin of points where if you score, you win, and it goes to Haliburton because you've seen it before. It's like kicking the ball off to Deion Sanders, and the only way you're going to win is he running back. How many times he's running back? Like before you go, like, hey, won't let him shoot the ball. Let somebody else get it.
Right.
And for Haliburton to have the ball in that moment, to me, that's where they quote unquote choked. Is like it shouldn't have been his shot to take, because how many times does he have to take that shot before you know he gonna make it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I think another thing too is one thing I like about the Pacers, they shoot a lot of threes as well, but they are not afraid to shoot the mid range.
Mm-hmm.
They will. There's so many teams that just is either like, when you talk about analytical basketball or basketball analytics, however you want to say it, shoot the three, shoot the three, shoot the three, shoot the three or dunks, threes and dunks. But the Pacers will shoot the mid range. Now, they do shoot a ton of threes as well, and I think that's really what kept them in the game. Some of the, not even just the sheer volume of shots, but some of the timely shots they made. Obi Toppin made some crazy shots, right? But when you, and I don't know, man, I want to be such an analyst on this game. But man, the Pacers just fluky, dog. There's something up with them. Like, I mean, they janky is another word, fluky. They just got some, as they say where I'm from, he got some SHI. They got some shit to him. It's something with that. I mean, it is what it is, bro. And sometimes we call those teams a destiny. Now, I'm not ready to crown them the NBA champions yet. They go up to, but if they win this game in OKC, I would be ready to.
Yes, 7 or 6 players in double figures for the Pacers. One you mentioned, Obi Toppin, had 5 3-pointers, 5 or 8 from 3-point range. Timely threes for him. So this team, man, they showing their resilience. I'll tell you what, though, after getting this comeback win once again, 0.3 seconds left on the clock, Tyrese Haliburton, I'll put this graphic up here. And we also have in the chat right now, the question is, and I'll ask you guys also, is Tyrese Haliburton considered an NBA superstar right now? After all of these clutch performances, is he a superstar right now?
One thing we are quick to do is call people superstars. And what I'm saying is he is definitely a clutch shooter. He is a baller. Superstar status, face of the league, not yet. This is 1 year. This is 2025. He's done it in a couple series, but I'm not going to say like superstar status, face of the league, because there haven't been any longevity attached to it yet. Having said that, you cannot take anything away from him, what he's accomplished, what they've done as a team. And let me give hats off to the coaching staff who have them in that mindset of the games are not over. You saw that from a philosophy standpoint with Tibbs in New York and Tibbs when he was with the Bulls. You got to be up like 20-25 with 3 minutes to play before he takes his starters out. The Pacers never stop playing. They don't play the scoreboard. They play basketball. So they don't know that they're 15 points down. They don't know that they're 5 points up. They just aggressively play basketball on the offensive side of the ball. And on that night, it negated 47 minutes of defense, that OKC had put up. Does this put Haliburton on the level of, superstar? He's on the Mount Rushmore for this new generation. I can't say that yet, but I know this. I'm going to do everything I can to make sure he doesn't get the ball when there's less than 10 seconds left in the game.
He ain't lying.
I tell you what, can we go ahead and put him among the best closers in the game now? You got to.
Yeah.
Like, if there's anybody in the entire NBA who I want the ball with 10 seconds left in their hands, it's gonna be Tyrese Haliburton. Now he's got that part. He's got so that component. I think if you win one, that team is built to last. I think you gotta find a way. If they win it, I think either way, you still gotta find a way to sign Miles Turner, because he hit a man. Did y'all see that 3-pointer he hit off the dribble, off the backboard? That little janky shot right there.
Yeah.
The fact that he's willing to shoot that, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So I think it could be something special. Where, because if you think about it, Reggie Miller had some really good years, but Reggie Miller was never like the consistent volume 30, 32 point a game type guy. I think Chico, if you can you look at Reggie Miller's best year scoring? But I don't think he was ever on pace scoring like the Michael Jordans of the league or sometimes like the Dominique Wilkins. But we consider him to be a superstar. And I think he could I think in that market, Tyrese Haliburton can build into that over time. But it's going to have to be a consistent thing. It can't be a one-hit wonder type deal. You bring a championship to Indianapolis, though, hey, that's a big deal because that's basketball territory. That is not football town. That's Hoosierville. And they basketball is one there.
24.6, his highest scoring average.
Come on, dog.
1990.
Yeah, that don't sound like superstardom when we know like there were guys getting 28s and 29s and 30s even back then. But who he was to that team in that area, in that era, made him a superstar. And I think Tyrese Haliburton has that same path. Who he is to the Pacers and how successful they are could make him a superstar.
I totally agree with that, Dukes, because even with my mind's eye watching those Knicks Pacers series, those Bulls Pacers series, 30, 35 years ago, even to this day, I don't consider Reggie Miller a quote-unquote superstar. However, he's one of the greatest damn shooters ever, particularly when you look at the Eastern Conference and what those rivalries meant at the time. When he was playing, who else was playing, he just never rose to the status to me of like, oh, man, that's one of the greatest ever to do it. So it's always like, a little asterisk with some stuff, like the longevity. Who did you beat? Did you bring the championship home? And I think you're right. Like Haliburton, playoffs, clutch shooter, it's indisputable. Look at the names we mentioned when he's already 5 in with Reggie and LeBron is at 8.
Right. He's definitely, one of the top clutch players we've seen in a long while, as you see right there proven. What adjustments would you make, though, if you're the Thunder head coach? What adjustment would you make late in the game to stop him from getting downhill like that and just getting to his spot? It seems like he's always getting to his spot. No matter which one of these game winners you talk about, he's getting to the spot and finding a way to make his shot. So what would you do? What would be your adjustment that you would make?
I think, Chico, for me, it would be don't get in this situation. Put that graphic back up again.
Which one you like?
Not the one with this one. One thing I have to look at this, like, y'all know me, man. I love metrics and analytics. I'm looking at 4 games. I'm looking at 3 series. Well, one of them is still going on, but I'm looking at 3 series. And, dude, don't allow yourself to blow a 15-point lead where the games come in his hand and 10 seconds left. Like, it's not about, hey, what are we going to do when they come back 15 and he has the ball? What do we do then? The difference is don't let off the damn gas. Stop playing relaxed. Stop playing a different style of basketball just because you up on them. Because much like Apollo Creed was up on Rocky Balboa, the scorecard don't matter. Like, they're going to keep coming. So you can't let up. You can't celebrate. You can't do things differently. You got to do what you did quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, all the way through quarter 4. Not get to like, oh, man, it's 5 minutes left. They won't do it to us like they did to them. The hell they won't. So I don't think it's about what I'm going to do in this situation when they've taken a 15-point lead away and that was 10 seconds left and how do I keep the ball from him? I'm going on the other side. Don't let the situation happen. And here's one thing I know. He's done it 4 times. That's a whole bunch of other times he hadn't done it because you didn't let the situation come into play. They can beat you all game long. Because look, for what it's worth now, SGA had a fantastic game and missed one little mid-range. Haliburton had a horrible game and made a big shot.
Yeah.
Which would you rather have? I'd rather get the win either side. Let me get the win. Straight up. 6 of 13. Haliburton only 14 points, had 10 rebounds, 6 assists. Does he have to do more? Like, would you like to see him shoot more, or is that like the MO of the Pacers? This is what they do. He facilitate more than what you would see a normal leader of a team do, and he allowed his other guys to shoot also.
If you listen to the talking heads at halftime, he clearly needed to shoot more than he did the first half. He did not take. I think he maybe took 5 shots in the first half, and they were down and out of rhythm and out of sync. And I think he was. Dukes talks about this all the time about the basketball play. Like, he was making the basketball play, but you have to, as the leader of the team, be like, you know what? Forget the basketball play. Like, I'm finna play. I got to get going because if I don't score, 20 plus. We end up being in the situation that we were in. So let me go ahead and get mine, then facilitate. And when you look at the first half, it wasn't a person watching that game that didn't think OKC was going to win that game. Except for the Pacers. The Pacers didn't read the memo.
Man, I'll tell you one thing. The Pacers, what they did yesterday, scored 110, scored 111, and nobody scored over 20. But they shot 50% from three, or like 48 as a team. The difference between Minnesota and the Pacers is that when they basically had Haliburton kind of capped off, or they defended him well in the first half, and even into the second half, the guys around him hit shots. And so those closeouts.
Shots they don't normally hit too, Dukes.
Yeah, man, like that Miles Turner 3 off the backboard.
Yeah.
Like, so even to the original question, like, what would you change? At the most, I probably would revert back to the old star lineup just to see. But because what that told me was that you did that you allow that we're being dictated by what you do instead of us dictating what you're going to do. And that's kind of that mindset to me is like, don't, you got this new coach how you say my man name? Danegal?
Danknault. You messed me up with it. I had it in my head. Danknault. Look at Mike.
Dagino. How do you want to say his name? Listen, he ain't no Rick Carlisle. And I think Rick Carlisle, in his head, already was playing 4D chess on the front end. Like, all right, you know what? We're going to do what we do. Now, once we've dictated what you're going to do, we're just going to ride it out. And I think now you may see this guy, start to overcoach. This could be a scary series. Now, Vegas has OKC up by 11 for the next game. So the spread even went up.
But Duke, what because Chico won't acknowledge truth. So let me just deal directly with you. What did I tell you, Dukes, my man, who knows Vegas like I know Vegas, and we play it? What did I tell you? I said, man, you asked me what I believe. I believe OKC gonna win this series. I mean, not OKC. OKC gonna win this series. However, if you ask me what I'm gonna bet, I'm betting on the Pacers because that's where the money is.
I'm already up.
I put $50
that's not
on
playing both sides.
No, like it's look, Chico. See, that's why I'm not talking to you because you don't understand.
What I'm saying?
Like, you haven't paid your push-up yet. You haven't paid your
talking to Duke.
Hey, like they say at church. Like they say at church, we can sing the same time. We can't talk at the same time. It's my turn. I'm talking to Dukes. Dukes.
Go ahead.
Basketball or the sport itself or the game itself and the odds making in Vegas are two different things. You understand that. I can put $50 on OKC and get $55 back. I can put $50 on the Pacers and get $300 back.
Hey man,
but you can't get somebody who won't even pay a push-up bet to understand that you could be for something because you think it's a better team, but when it comes to your gambling mindset, you'd be like, oh no, the money on that side,
right?
And
like
all I'm gonna lose is $50.
Yeah, on an 11-point swing this week, right? The smart money is like, all right, a lot of people gonna pound OKC because there's no way that they'll lose, no way they'll lose 2, right? Mm-hmm. All right. So you'll have to take it'll take you $200 to make the set betting on OKC, and it'll only take you $20 to bet on Indianapolis. I'll take the 20.
That's all I was saying last week when I said, do I believe OKC win this series? Yes. Who I'm putting 20 on? Pacers.
And that's the mindset.
Chico, who don't know nothing about betting and won't even pay his debts with push-ups.
How am I not paying my debt when every time he asks me to do the push-up, I do the push-up? And we don't need no hateration or no holleration in this dancery. But I understand what you meant by the reason for you betting in that while they were down 11 Dukes, and that's why I brought you $400 extra from the 50. You understand me?
When are you gonna get them 30 push-ups?
I almost said something, but I'm just gonna keep it moving.
As the girl
exactly like I said.
In the hood,
so that tells me.
You got your
that tells me. Hey, we can't sing at the same time. We can't talk at the same time. Right? We can sing at the same time.
Don't mess the quote up.
All right.
But when Chico gets serious, he got this eye thing. Like, and that left eye go up a little bit, and this one gets smaller. He's serious. Mm-hmm. Like when
Dude,
Big go like that. He mean business.
Dukes, let me tell you what he did to me last night.
Here we go. We supposed to be. I was going to get into the question I had based off of what Duke said anyway, and he went right into the coaches. I was going to ask: is Rick Carlisle out coaching Mike D already in this series because of the way he changed his starting lineup? Like you said, he's letting the Pacers dictate what he do in the series.
Yeah, I think that's mentally like that's before he even before they even laced him up. Mark, what we're gonna call him, Mark D.
Mark D, yeah, Mark D. I'm sure they call him Coach D over there. They don't call him that. They don't call him Coach Diagnaut.
Yeah, Diagnaut.
Coach D. Coach D. Pauls. I'm sure it's been Coach D. Pauls for a while.
Diagnaut.
Coach DP.
OKC coach. OKC's coach basically said, "All right, we're gonna let what you guys do. We're gonna let your roster dictate what we do." Now, some people call that coaching. Now, look, if they win the game, guess what? We say that's the best move in the world. If they win, right, and they don't take their foot off the gas, OKC doesn't get the ball bounced their way almost every time. You talk about like now these are the same plays that OKC was finishing in dunks against the Timberwolves that they ended up getting dunked on at fast break points against the Pacers. So for whatever reason, like you get teams that I'll tell you a perfect example. You remember nobody ever talks about Charles Tillman being one of the greatest cornerbacks ever, right? But but the peanut punch was something that he was just good at, that he was able to create fumbles and create turnovers. And that was part of his game. I don't care how many youth football players you teach the peanut punch, he's going to come up with that ball at a higher rate than anybody else. The Pacers are the same way with loose balls in the paint. Pause. Literally, when it comes down to that type of stuff, the Pacers, it's like the ball bounces their way almost, not every time, but the same thing that OKC has been used to getting when it comes to those scrappy points or those, we call them trashy points. Like the Pacers are good at getting those. Now, I'm not sure if they're doing scrap drills or whatever kind of drills they do. Or
that's that loose ball want to, man. That's that want to right there. That's that hustle. You got more guys that want it, and that's exactly what happened. You got more guys that want it. When the balls go out there, they're going to have more guys going after the ball. You got more dogs out there. So, it's going to show who wants it more. So, shout out to everybody in the chat. We got over 80 votes in the chat right now, and they're saying that Tyrese Haliburton is him. Absolutely right now. He's a NBA superstar. Unc, you want to add in on that?
Yeah, a couple quick hits, man. One, Chico is that guy that play like he don't know something just because you ask him. You be like, "Hey, man, what's old boy name, man? I'd have known if you wouldn't ask me." I was just about to say his name till you asked me. So you asked him how to pronounce that coach name, Dukes. I was like, "You really asking Chico how to pronounce something?" But Dukes, he tried to delay me in telling you this. I was just sitting here patiently waiting on my turn. Let me tell you what he did to me last night.
Yeah, boy, I tell you the truth.
The heat got on him.
Come on now, dog.
And he did something we ain't never done in the history of the morning run or Uncle Chico or you tell me. That joker muted my mic and went to commercial.
No, I didn't, dog. I didn't mute his mic. I went to commercial, but I didn't mute his mic.
Commercials, the mic mutes.
Okay, well, I played the commercial. That's what
this
I did.
Dude, in the middle of me talking and getting on his head, went to a commercial break.
What you was saying?
He was saying something crazy, dog. So, he didn't want to talk. That's what it was. He needed a Snicker. I said, I'm gonna go to commercial, let you eat your sneaker. He came back in a much better mood, dude.
I started doing that after the break.
He had the little bitty Snickers, the little bitty ones like this. He had them in his pocket. I said, man, eat you 2 or 3 of those. We got 30-second commercial and come back right. He came back right too, dude.
That is not what happened. Hey, Chico, let me ask you this. This is real talk, man, because I wish I had this gift.
Need this sugar.
I really want to. I love learning from Dukes, man. Love learning from Chico. We even when it's rare. Chico, I just want to learn this from him.
What is this?
How you lie so damn easy?
Easy.
like, how do you,
that's a lie.
How do you just fix your mind, your mouth to just come out with a damn lie?
What did I lie?
No, what I told him was he need a Snickers, so I'm gonna go to commercial. You didn't do no such thing. You just hit the damn button.
That's what you needed. So you ain't eat a Snickers while the commercials on.
No, I was sitting there wishing I could be invisible and slap the hell out you. Hey, y'all know what it is, man. This is the morning run. We're the 25-minute mark. Deuce the Scoop checking in for ATL. Big Dog Chico in the middle of the ocean when he does his Jamaican accent. Uncle Neely here in Boulder, Colorado. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe while you're watching this. And make sure you subscribe to Deuce the Scoop, because you know Deuce go live in a minute, so turn that notification bell on. Same thing with Big Dog Chico and his reaction shows and everything of the such. So y'all check in, tap in. Appreciate y'all being here with us live on this Friday morning for the morning run. Big Dog Chico.
Mm-hmm.
How I feel last night, sleep on the hat, man? It feel different. Like normally you have to, your head, you know, how do you feel?
So it's possible that LeBron James can retire this season. This could be his farewell season. I've seen reports about that. We'll get to my hair in a little bit at the end of the show. Let's do that at the 50-minute mark. But I want to get y'all thoughts about LeBron James possibly retiring this season. You know,
no, he got one more son he want to play. He got one more son he want to play with or play against.
And shout out to them. All three of them were spotted in Maui on vacation. And what took me was, I need to bring up the picture. Let me ask y'all thoughts first of all. What are your thoughts about him retiring? Or possibility or not?
It's going to happen eventually, but it won't happen this year. Shout out to Kevin Dorsey. Kevin Dorsey, I got a friend that reminds me so much of Chico, just disagreeable on everything, but I still love the guy. Chico, he's not lying.
So disagreeable on everything.
Hey, I did see a comment earlier, man, that we missed from Mia. I think she was, excuse me, I burped. I think she was spot on.
DC Young Fly?
Man, I can fart on them. I think she was spot on when she said that OKC didn't capitalize enough on those turnovers. I saw several plays, man, where they got a good steal and then did not score off of it. You know, our Pacers caught up and fouled them. They miss a free throw or something. It's like for you to have 19 to 24 turnovers, she's exactly right, man. You gotta translate that into more points.
Nah, she right.
She know ball, man. Pause. I mean it that way. You know, basketball.
But yeah, Chico, I don't think he's gonna retire, dog. Like, first of all, played way too many games, still a lot in the tank. I don't know his stats offhand, but I know he was somewhere around 24, 8, and 7, something like that. Like, still all NBA second, third team type stats. You know, not sure what the actual what is that?
I think you're driving down the right road. In his 20-plus year career, he's averaged 25-plus points a game. This past year was the first year he didn't average 25 points, and it was 24.8.
Yeah.
Like, so from a performance standpoint, there's no reason to retire because you're still playing at that level. It's just a matter of him do I want to do this anymore? Like Chico's boy, Aaron Rodgers is just not signing because he wanted to miss all this OTE stuff, and he's going to show up for mandatory minicamp. Like, until LeBron gets to the place where he don't want to do that stuff no more from a game and what he's able to do, it hadn't even dropped off yet.
I think he could be in a position to do what Myles Garrett is doing right now and not even attending any OTAs and things of that nature at this point of the season. It's not anything he's going to really gain from that. So I think LeBron can come in at a point to where from this stage on moving forward, man, just come in when you're ready. We're going to have everybody else get ready. You know, training camp and all this other stuff.
Myles Garrett, he missed mandatory or voluntary?
He missed voluntary right now.
Yeah, it's voluntary right now, but I think he's supposed to be missing the ones coming up too. But the point is,
next week is the mandatory minicamp. Right now,
what I'm saying,
OTAs you can miss.
Yeah, things like that at this time of the year. And what would that be like? September. For LeBron, I'm sure he'll still be in shape, but he wouldn't have to be reported to the facilities like everybody else would. You know what I mean? You come in when
if I'm the GM, if I'm the coach, I ain't got no problem with that.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, he agreed with me. Unbelievable. Clap it up for him.
When you agree with us, you don't want to be disagreeable for no reason. Chico, let me ask you something. Chico. This just is real deal.
Here we go again.
You got me and Dukes. I'm looking at 150 plus. It's 150 people that feel like you're disagreeable, and you're the only one that feel like you don't. What's the odds of all of us being wrong?
Ask the chat right now. Put it in the chat.
I'm basing on the chat. They've been on your head about being disagreeable.
Those just your minions and bots that you got that come up in here that you pay that. Those are the Uncadelics.
He called y'all the Uncadelics.
T-shirts coming soon. Uncadelics, baby.
Hey, before we went live, Duke said Chico looked like Queen Latifah said it all.
Okay. All right.
He did. I ain't want the chat to miss something, man.
All right.
Nah, what happened was Aunt said, man, look like young M.A.
I did say y'all gonna double down. So both of y'all called me a female. Okay, all right.
If you shave, you're not going to shave.
No. What I'm about to do is this right here. Take these.
Hey, don't worry about it. Look at my list. Boy, you don't want to get my. Boy, I brought my list with me to Florida.
That's right, double blessed twin mommy Cleo, and they rhyme with Chico.
Punkadelic. Right there. And Funky Dukes. The Scoops. Gotcha. Words. All right.
Cleo, we wouldn't have got caught when we throw them CDs out the window.
No, I'm serious business, man. Like, Chico, somebody do a chat GPT. Yeah. I owe you one anyway.
What?
Chico is Queen. Merge Chico and Queen Latifah.
Merge these nuts in your mouth. Doubly blessed twin, mommy. Hey, Queen sister is what Reverend BJ Nelson just said. We got more people in the chat right now. If you would like to join in on the show, which we did last night, I might just put it in the chat right now. One lucky subscriber, one lucky supporter can join us on the morning run. Right now, I'm going to put it in the chat.
It might have been me or somebody say he look like a watermelon. Look at Chico head, like stripes.
Oh man. Hey, Chico,
the chat. If somebody gets that link, we're gonna let you join the show.
All BS aside, though, Chico, man, that's a clean braid job.
Yeah, appreciate it. Shout out to my girl Tiffany.
What about that blend on the
808 Hawaii? No, that's Barbara Chico right there. I've been messing up people's heads since I was a young boy. You know what I mean? I got two cousins.
Don't give a damn. Said Chico look like a WNBA player.
He's scared. WNBA player too, yeah. With a strap on in your mama house. He's scared.
Chico, swing it back. Get him back, Chico. Get him back.
I'm just joking, man. It's just jokes. Anyway,
what was I saying? Come on, y'all stop now. All right, that's enough now. Somebody said Juana, man.
Y'all Juana man in the chat. That's you shoot. Dude, so we had a caller come on last night. Dude was walking his dogs, right? Dude was walking his dogs. And somebody else can join right now. The link is in the chat. He was walking his dogs, and Uncle Neely come out of nowhere and said, "Yeah, man, yeah, dogs.
Dogs do love me." Man, I can go to somebody's house and take their dog.
Who asked you this? Hey, dogs love me. You know that, right? Dogs love me. Every time I go to somebody's house, the dogs come up to me.
Dog lover. He out walking his dog, you know. I just, you know, you go to some people's house and like, "No, man, my dog don't like everybody." That dog will leave with me today. And then Chico got to go. He said, "Because you got snacks in your pocket," and he smelled those snacks.
Oh, that was a setup. Okay.
He think the dog like him. Dog don't like you, dog. They try to get
I said, "That's why that dog smell your nuts and sneeze." Hey, the link is in the chat. Somebody want to join the show, man. We can look.
Ooh, Lord,
Chico do got exhibit braids. Jermaine King. Yep.
I'm about to pimp his rod.
You could have did that. You could have did that show.
Hell yeah.
Wait, low key.
Show was still been going on.
Dog. Low key.
Exhibit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? X.
This chat GPT going to work. Hold on.
Oh, you own it.
Oh, you got this guy here, man. Y'all, wow. I'm about to end the show. We got
Nah,
35 minutes.
He'll go to commercial on you, dudes.
Chico got the skyline backdrop. So what? So you can feel the breeze through his hair. Talk to me. Y'all see it back there? That's the Honolulu skyline right there. You know what I mean? Shout out to the
I'm down here in Panama City, man. It's pretty down here.
Are you in Panama right now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. This I'm at the Embassy Suites, man. They got a little kitchenette.
Ain't nothing like a little kitchenette, man.
Ain't nothing but a kitchenette. You feel me?
Hey, did we do a roll call? We didn't do a roll call today, man. Y'all tap in, let us know where you from. We normally open the show with that. My bad. Let us know where you checking in from. Appreciate you being here on this first Friday of June 2025. First week of strength and conditioning, summer 1 is in the books. I think, Chico, Dukes, when you look at this Colorado team, and Coach Prime has said it, you guys have seen it and said it, that it is shaped and built to be a better team this year, even with the significant losses on both sides of the ball last year. And I would say this, if you had to base that on the number of people who reported in shape and ready to participate, I've never seen anything like it. Like, these guys are in week 3 shape, and it's just 4 workouts in.
Well, that's what we need to see, man. You got a new strength coach and Coach Swayze. You got a lot of new faces coming in, and they needed to come in as Coach Swayze said. I was listening to it on the interview you did with him this morning. He said so many guys, like you just said, so many guys came in shape, and that's what he was expecting. That's what he was looking for, and it shows how big Amari McNeil has gotten. He's over 300 pounds now. Nikhil Webb Walker is back from his treatment for cancer. And a lot of those big guys who were signed on that offensive line are looking the part. So I'm excited about what they got going on in the trenches for sure. And those linebackers too, man. Hughes, Salter, Jeremiah Brown, French, all those guys look good.
Yeah, I'm enthused about it, man. Because one thing about this, the process doesn't allow you to degrade at this point. You can only upgrade. And so when I look at a Jordan Seaton who has literally transformed himself by following Coach Swayze's quote unquote offseason plan, has literally transformed himself into an NFL body, versus looking like the man-child body that he was coming out of high school in IMG. Like, this dude looks like an NFL offensive lineman right now, and this is the first week of June. What is he going to look like the first week of August? What is he going to look like when the horn sounds against Georgia Tech? Like, this is just the beginning of it, so it's not going to be some drop-off. It's just going to be maintaining, get to that plateau, build on top of that, and improving. And so what I told Coach Swayze, I said, man, this is one of those rare circumstances where the strength and conditioning coach is poised to turn the team over to the football coaches, and the team, not just a few people, but the team is ready to practice football. Because Chico, no, you've been there, done that. You really can't get a lot out of practice is everybody's not in shape to practice.
You ain't lying. That's the worst thing for a strength coach to be trying to get the guys in shape. And one thing I saw Coach Swayze doing a lot of too, it's their job, to instill the discipline to these guys right now. He was asking them, hey, if you do this, if you do that, is that an infraction? And they reply, yes. That's also letting you, hey, man, y'all agreed to this. I asked y'all what it was so that when you do it 2-3 weeks, a month from now, you said you knew what it was. So when I punish you for it or when you have to run for it, then that's what it is. I like what he's doing right. He's already establishing that standard, from the get-go.
And Dukes, you'll see it tomorrow morning on the Pregame Network, what took place this morning. Today was going to be a heavy run day, and Dukes and Chico, y'all know 2100s ain't no day off.
What?
Guess what they did when they got to the 20th? And I'm talking about the bigs.
Ooh.
Seaton said, come on, y'all, let's do 2 more.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
And everybody agreed to it. And here's what you got to understand about 2 more. 2 more is 4 more because you got to come back.
Yes.
Right. Two more, y'all. Everybody looking loud.
And that's the difference too, though. That's the
Right.
difference. To go that extra mile, the extra step, just to do a little bit extra while everybody else is going in. We're gonna stay out here and do a little bit more help. No need
That's
for all of us
overtime.
going at the same time anyway. It's
That's
overtime.
overtime.
That's the overtime. Exactly.
That's what happens in overtime. When you see teams that fall off in overtime, that's what happens. When you get into these, 2-3 overtime shootouts, you need those extra 200s. You got to have that capacity. And it's one thing about it. You cannot it's in the season. You can take your capacity down, but it's hard to build it. You got to have that when you go in. You got to have that tank full, right? Like if your tank if your tank doesn't have as much capacity, put it like this: if you're driving and you got a small car and it's only got 16 gallons, I don't care how much gas you try to put in it, how much water you drink, how much hey y'all, let's do it, how much rah-rah sis boom bop. There's only so much you can pour in that tank. So this is the time for you to add to your capacity by working like it's the fourth quarter today. And I think it's great, but working like it's overtime today. And so hearing that from Jordan Seaton, a young who's probably in the running to be the number one overall pick when he's draft eligible. Like I hear this all the time. This is not just in Colorado. This guy has a chance to be number one overall if he continues along the path that he is now. To hear him, that leadership, that speaks volumes to what they're building in Boulder.
Absolutely. Hey, Chico, you had a little clip right there, if you don't mind taking it back, where you saw Yo-Yo walking out and he said something. I want you to turn the audio on this one, and so folks can hear what he said.
Is it after this?
It's after this. Yeah, here, right there.
Man, we in shape.
Shape.
Man, we in shape.
Shape.
When an athlete can say that and have the confidence and feel that, that's when you're on another level. That's when you could play fast. That's when you could play at your peak right there. So I like that Yaya said that. We know that he's going to be able to play at his peak this year, man, just by going through the workouts that he's been going through. And he's learning a lot after coming over from Austria.
Mm-hmm. One of the things about this clip, Chico, toward the end of it, you're going to see Swayze, not Chaney. I'm thinking about special guest Chaney the other day. Swayze laughed because I asked him about the calendar, and he shared some things with me that's coming up. So I wanted to get him on record. And I said, hey, so you got any surprises up your sleeve for him? And he just
noticed that you and your staff,
it's some stuff coming.
no matter what.
Okay.
Everybody's echoing the call. Everybody's encouraging and motivating the same way the head strength and conditioning coach would.
Yes, that's the one thing. One thing we want to do is be that one voice. What Coach Prime is echoing down, as far as discipline, everything else, as far as motivating these guys and doing everything we can as a staff to make sure we're carrying out that. So when they get back to the coaches, it's a carryover. They know how to be coached hard. They know how to listen to commands. They know how to be disciplined and do what we got to do. And our whole sole goal is to be one of the most disciplined, well-disciplined teams in the country.
I know it's early, it's week one, but just so far, what are some of your takeaways that you're seeing that you're like, okay, we're heading in the right direction?
The biggest thing that I take coming off a break, guys coming back in some decent shape. The bodies, the way they actually run, you can tell that they're excited to be back. And now that's a good sign that the culture and what we're doing and what we're trying to continue to do is make them better people, be better teammates, and really our DNA, smart, fast, tough, discipline and all that good stuff with character. So that's all we're trying to do, and they showing it.
Sometimes when you play an outside sport and you wake up and see rain in the forecast, you be like, okay, maybe the day gonna be a light day, a day off.
Right.
But I think they forget that the building got stairs.
Right. Always they forget how to get the meeting sometimes. And definitely. And I know that was a little good trick of the trade, but they like it, and they really welcome. You can see how their attitudes were and how they attacked it. So I'm really impressed and proud of the way they working.
Yes, sir. Them steps, them stairs, should I say.
Well, Madeo Mofo.
If we get your right. Quick, fast.
We got an elevator out, Chico. The elevator to come right up by my office. I'm on the fourth floor.
Uh-oh.
I went all the way around the building, used the cafeteria elevator. Y'all don't understand this building design. Four flights of steps is 8 steps. Is 8 flights.
1, 2.
No. That's how it is in Hawaii and Jackson. Because we down in a valley dug out from a mountain, you got to go up another one to get to the next door.
So that's a no-go for Uncle Neely. Uncle Neely said, I'm gonna walk.
Oh no, I would do a true 4. I ain't doing 8.
Damn. Well, I can feel
8
you
a
on
high
that.
rise.
You've gone too far now, Big.
They get them 8 flights out of me when Deuce get his push-ups.
Hey,
Okay,
Chico,
Dukes, let's do some push-ups, Dukes. Let's do some push-ups. You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta put on some shorts to go do some push-ups. Hold up.
Don't stand all the way up. We don't want to see that.
I'm just joking. That's just a joke, guys. It's just a joke. Ha 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 ha.
Chico's
Duke's
so
gonna
happy
call
with
me in a
his new
second,
house.
guys.
He's so happy.
Good.
I think you happy to be looking at it over here or something. You know, you can't talk about how nappy it is now, huh? You're gonna talk about the size that I messed up. You're gonna talk about what? It looked like a basketball.
I'll tell you this.
I say like a watermelon.
I say this sincerely, bro. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about, but I'm sure you're gonna give it to me. You give us our best material. We don't have to make nothing up.
Okay.
They call my mama horse. Like
Sure,
we just.
I'm gonna give you the material. Okay, I got you. All right. Said don't sweat your hair, Chico. You know what? Read the burden. I probably shouldn't, huh? Let me put on my do-rag, but I'm gonna go ahead and get these push-ups in for Dukes. How many you want, Dukes?
We get 10.
That's how I like to be ordered. I love it.
You get your lemon pepper.
Right, so
salt
you order
on
some
the
We get 10.
Hey, Deuce be talking to you like he an American deli.
Let me get 10.
We get 10.
Boy, that's funny, dog. All right, hold down, coach. Hold down. Let me see if I can how I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, Deuce, that joke went to commercial on me last night, man. We were 13 minutes into the show and he went to commercial break.
Man, Chico so funny, man. My partner, man.
Yeah.
Chico funny, man. Hey, man, what Chico at? Oh, yeah, I see it. Hey, Chico. Hey, man, why you sending a picture? Hey, Chico sending the weirdest stuff in the group chat, man. Every time, dog.
I'm about to kick him out.
I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say. Hey, Chico said, "Come on now, Deuce, don't tell him."
Yeah. That's how you know you're wrong. He don't want the people to know.
Chico said, "Come on now." Hey, Chico said, "Come on now, Deuce."
The stuff be outlandish, man. Like, come on, man.
What crazy? And Chico said he set up today. Yeah.
Yeah, we can see.
Are we ready? All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5.
That's 12. Hey, keep going. Go and finish them out. Let's go. Let's get to 17. All right, shoot, man. I need a 19 piece. Let's roll. Yeah. That first one, boy, that was not no push-up. Now, move the camera. I'm not counting them. Man, brother, what was that? What was that? What was that? That man did a chin up. What number you on? Man, can I get my last one back? Give my that first wing was burnt. That first wing was burnt. Come on, Chico. You know it too. Give me a real push up for 19. We're done.
Hey, Mo said them were stud push-ups.
There we go. he said, Uncle Neely, I heard that. All right, Chico. Chico, we'll call out the last one, Chico. All right, look, Chico. You know what? Let's finish it today. Forget it.
Cause he still owe you 10.
Huh? Hey, look.
How did I hear this?
Hey, look.
How did I hear this?
I wasn't gonna drag it out. I was like, Chico, let's just go ahead and finish it today.
Oh man, you gonna say that after I come back in here?
I just said that you hung up on me.
Oh, I heard what you said
Dukes,
too, Uncle Neely.
No. Let that 10 hang, Dukes. Had that to his head.
All right. Hey, good work, Chico.
You see that, Uncle Neely?
I did see it, man. It's like you got the power of the
Tell you
queen
something,
of
brother.
Panther.
Let me tell you something, brother. When I see you in Boulder, man, it's going down. August the 29th, whatever it is, brother. When I see you and I walk up to you, man, I'm gonna grab you like this, brother.
I told him he got the game messed up. He think I forgot all the stuff he did to me. I said, when you get here, I'm just punch your ass on sight, and then we're gonna go do the show.
So that little punch ain't gonna hurt nobody. I'm just
going, oh, it might not. I know I'm gonna steal on your ass though. Then we gonna go do the show. All these times you went 1-2, back to 1. All right, okay.
Hey, look, hey, Chico. See, Chico said what you want to say. The other day we was on Morning Run, and I was like, hey, Chico, it's okay if I ask another question? Because I don't want to go 1-2-1. You was like, dang, why you got to ask me, Dukes? I was like, no, I'm saying, like, why you asking me all that? I was like, nah, Chico, I want to make sure you knew that I acknowledged the fact that it was your turn. I just wanted to jump in. You remember that?
I think so.
Yeah, Chico was like, dang,
that's really
what
all
you trying to say.
All it takes is being a gentleman, being considerate of others.
Okay.
No,
or you cannot be so sensitive Chico, like Shaq. No, I ain't sensitive.
I'm going to knock your ass out.
Shaq said, no, I ain't sensitive. I'm just going to knock your ass
go ahead
out.
and make your point, Mr. Sensitive. No, Chico. No, he's sensitive. I'm going to knock you out.
That bug too big, boy. You do not want to get that big bug bad, man. He was just messed up.
My turn. He be going 1-2 back to 1. Okay. All right. Keep playing with you.
Dumbass. All right.
Hey, Chico, you know it's crazy though. Like, real talk, man. Unc might be taller than you too.
Unc taller than me, I think. Yeah, Unc taller than me.
Hey, what? Hey,
Unc had them. That's what he had them platform boots on last time I met him. Talking about some damn funkadelics.
You got me mixed up with Michael Irvin when he be up here.
The damn golf boots on. Talking about the Jodeci boots.
I said,
damn Jodeci boots.
Like that big.
You went to the wrong store with the damn Jodeci boots on. Give you 6 inches. You walk around 6'5".
Nah, for real. Y'all boy get the hitting. There's gonna be some furniture moving for sure.
Ain't gonna be no hit. I'm just get up off. Quick little swim move.
He ain't gonna do nothing unless he get that invisible potion. He ain't gonna do nothing. He can do nothing if I can see him.
I'm gonna mess him up there, dude. He'll be swinging
Y'all
at
gonna be in the same location. Absolutely.
Yeah, man, we got some stuff cooking for this season. Well, we'll be the three of us will be together live for some lead up. Look at shit, because like he'll piss on his own brand. Like I ain't coming. You're exactly right, Chico. My bad, chat. Me and Dukes will be together. Chico can't come.
Now you gonna keep on.
Nah, Chico well known out there. You hear me? They know Chico.
I'm gonna go get Reggie Calhoun Sr. right now and put him off the live. Like that.
Hey, yeah, we what was I gonna say?
Oh, you mean Big Reggie?
Big Reggie.
Yeah, Big Reggie. I said. Goddamn.
They first met, Chico said, "Hey, Uncle, who is that?" I said, "Somebody you better listen to."
Yeah, hey, dude. I'm on the film. I'm on the field, filming my butt off, dog. Right? You know, everybody else looking at me. Everybody cool. Hell, some of the coaches even came up and shook my hand. Shout out to Coach Pollock and them. And I just get around to the front where Coach Prime was, and it seemed like the security got a little thicker. You know what I mean? You know, and I see a little short guy come up to me, shorter guy, you know, but I could tell he was about his business. You feel me? About his business. What you doing? He said, no, you gotta go. You gotta go on the He said, you gotta go off the field. I went to look at my pass and to show him that it said field access. I looked at it. I looked at him. I said, nah, this ain't gonna matter. Don't worry about it. I'm just going to the sideline. I walked over to the sideline. I said, just to make sure, that guy right there. Yeah. He told me to get to the sideline. He said, "You did right. Get your ass to the sideline."
Yeah, right.
Hey, and then I did Duke. I did Chico like Peter did Jesus. When I went out on the field, Calhoun said, "Hey, so was that guy with you?" I don't know him.
You lying, dog.
man.
You lying. Unbelievable.
That's low down. That is low down. Oh, that's low down.
Y'all hear that, don't you, chat? I didn't say
low
it.
down.
He said,
Boy, you low down.
Hey, that's just you did right. That joke came with me.
God damn.
Matter of fact,
Golly.
you should have been kicked him off.
Like what you
Oh,
waiting
man.
on? I was waiting on you to kick him off. Damn.
Oh, man, that's
Unbelievable.
low.
That explains why Unc walked past me with his head up high like this. Next time he walked by me like this.
Oh.
Hey, man, I promise. Hey, when I went out there, dog, I was out there like I was scared to get kicked out. So I was like, man, if I can sit over here in the corner, ain't nobody gonna notice me. Just act like I'm supposed to be here.
Just be still. If they're walking around, get you in trouble.
Well, see, that I did the same thing in a different way. Like I told y'all, if I'm gonna cheat on the test, I'm gonna kind of do it in front of the teacher, and where she called me out. I'm like, oh, I didn't know, but at least I got what I need, some of the stuff that I needed, right?
Yeah, right.
So that's
right,
what
right.
I did. I'm not gonna just sit in the corner and not do nothing. Nobody told me what I could not do, right? Until coach told me what I could not do, and then I went out of the rules.
No, man, but
I wasn't trying to mess up nothing.
Eventually, Peter made it right.
I knew being in that position before, though, I knew what boundaries not to cross also. I wasn't going to be all up in the guy's face. Hey, let me get an interview. Do me a shout out. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff like that. I ain't do none of that. I was just, walking, have my camera like this.
Shout out to Martin Weefall. He went Django. Unc say who? on that day.
That's funny.
Uncle Neely sold people out. Look at her, man. Just let a brother live. Yes. I don't know.
Oh, that's Chico. He ain't like the others. You mean I should treat him like? Oh no, don't treat him like that.
Hey,
Chico, I ain't.
Shout out to
Chico,
the Alchemist. Shout out to the Alchemist and shout out to 2 Chainz and Larry June.
Chico, I ain't do that to you, man.
I know you did.
Solo's Zeke, $5 super chat. Dukes, where you at? Auburn with Quinn Groves hot sauce played. He from my hometown, Greenville, Mississippi. But shout out to Greenville, Mississippi. Mayor Eric Simmons, my man. Shout out to Greenville. LL hot sauces. That's for you, Duke.
Sims.
Yeah, man. Long live, man. Quinn, definitely one of my good buddies when I was in school, man. Passed away at the age of 32 after a nice NFL career. Great guy. Shoot, man. Yeah, he was definitely in school. I was with him when he met his wife, Tresca, who ran track from Trinidad. Man, can't say enough good about Quinn Groves, man. Long live him.
Shout out to that guy, man.
For sure. Great guy, man. It's sad. And what's funny, man? They not funny, but the weird part was we went to the combine. That's why. Let me tell you something. All right, when you get to Colorado, this is what we found out the other day. At Colorado, when you get there, they basically run tests on you, and your physical incoming is like the NFL. And it's not because of what you can do in Colorado. It's to prepare you just in case. So when they find something at the combine, it's not a surprise to you. There was a top-ranked linebacker in this year's combine that found out that he couldn't perform because he had an injury that nobody had caught in 4 years of SEC football, and they caught it at the combine. There was a player. So in some of this stuff that these Colorado players are having, they're catching stuff earlier, which I think is amazing that they're doing because they're trying to help you on the front end. I said all that to say that Quentin Groves had a condition at the combine that dropped his draft stock. He was a first-round pick going in, ended up going second round to the Jags. But it was a heart condition. He eventually died of a heart attack at 32.
Man.
Yeah.
Man, shout out to that guy again, man. Prayers to the family.
Sure,
You got to keep his memory alive. But I tell you stuff like that, man. Chico, I know you got to get ready to wrap us at 59, but let me share a similar thing with you about good coaching and good management. Folks who've been following, like Chico has, Travis since Jackson State. You remember Travis got there and there was limited playing time because he came from high school with an injury and he wanted to play through it. And Coach Prime told him, he said, look here, man, your future is so bright. Don't worry about this FAMU game and this game, these first 3 weeks. Like, you got 20 years you can do this.
Yep.
And we don't need to sacrifice your next 15 to 20 years over 5 ball games in college as a freshman. Like, let's take care of it. Let's get it done. And, sometimes, man, that's hard for particular younger athlete to hear because they feel like they're missing something. They see in the right now, not the bigger picture. So to have people in your life who see that bigger picture. So shout out to Coach Prime and Travis for that father-son, mentor-mentee relationship. Because look where you at. Look now. Heisman second-round pick. And none of that would have happened had that not happened.
Yeah.
Man, I think, and that speaks to Travis too, because I think you're the person who told me this, that you'd rather tell a dog to heel than to bite.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of like, if you got a guy who's injured that wants to play through it, and you control, and you say no, you're not. I would much rather have that than the guy who's not injured, but maybe has a nickname. He's like, oh, no, I ain't doing that. It's like, dang, dog, like, that's one of the ones, that you could probably play through, and there's a history of people playing through, but you don't want to. And I think having a guy having to sit him down, but being cognizant enough of the situation to sit him down and being unselfish enough to sit him down. I think those are the type of players that Coach Prime is looking for, because he's the type of leader that's going to know the difference.
Absolutely. Well said. Hey, man, y'all make sure, again, hit them notification bells, subscribe to these channels, because you never know. We might jump on this thing and go live throughout this weekend with some special morning runs. No, we're certainly going to do some individual stuff, so you want to make sure you have liked and subscribed to the channel. That's BiggDogg Chico, that's Deuce the Scoop, that's the Pregame Network. Chico, it's been a great week. Deuce, a great week. Chico, man, go ahead, take us out of here from the middle of the ocean to the pineapple to the Big Apple. And all
I just wanted to make sure that, for everybody that wanted to support us, wanted to help us, just like Unc said, you can hit the like button. That's free. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the join button. And important also is the share button.
Mm-hmm.
If you share it on your social media, your friends will see it. And what's better than, networking and word of mouth? That's the type of marketing that we would like to have, and advertising is networking via word of mouth. So thank you guys for joining us once again. For Dukes out in Panama City, Florida, and Uncle Neely up in Boulder, where it's colder. I'm out in the middle of the ocean where it's 80 degrees all the time in the Pacific. So for everybody checking in in the chat, like Keisha and Love, we appreciate you. Timothy, Isaac, Peter, Vaughn, Randall, and everybody else. East Coast to the West Coast. And we up and about this thing. What, Unc, man? What?
Don't hit the button, man.
Thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Good night. Peace in the middle.
Cleo.
Thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Good night. Y'all know what it is. Biggest dog of them all. Chico to the sea and the place to be. Peace in the Middle East. There you go. Win today.
Hey, Chico, sure.